I don't remember the first time I cried, not the way children do when they scrape their knees or break their toys. No, my first cry was quieter. It wasn't for pain. It was for realization. The kind that comes when you're too young to understand why the world feels colder when it should have been warm. I was raised by my grandparents in a house that smelled of kerosene lamps and old memories. They were kind in their own tired way. My grandfather spoke with the weariness of a man who had seen too many storms. My grandmother hummed old songs that felt like secrets of people who never healed. I thought that was love. I thought that was family. I didn't know my mother. In fact, I didn't even know she existed, not really. For a long time, I believed my stepmother was the woman who brought me into this world. She used to pat my head with the kind of politeness people use on strangers' children. I mistook that for affection. But truth, as I would later learn, never stays hidden. It leaks through cracks, whispers in corners, and waits for the right moment to tear everything apart. It was an ordinary afternoon, the kind where silence feels heavier than words. Voices rose from the other room. I was called, not by name, but by tone, that sharp, commanding tone adults use when they want to humiliate without saying it outright. That day, everything fell apart. They told me about my mother, not with love, not even with neutrality. They spat her name like it was something bitter they couldn't swallow. She was a mistake, they said. A wicked woman. A shame. I remember standing there, small and still, trying not to cry, trying not to break the silence of their judgment. I didn't defend her, I didn't even know her. But my heart did something strange. It hurt for someone I had never met. And my father. He looked at me like I was her reflection. Like every time he saw me, he saw the ghost of the woman he hated. He never loved me. I could feel it, not from what he said, but from what he didn't. The way he smiled at my stepsister, his only daughter from another woman. The way he laughed easily with her, his voice light and free, the same voice that turned cold when he spoke to me. I was invisible in my own story. The unwanted son. The shadow that followed a name no one wanted to remember. Years passed. I kept waiting for love, for approval, for something. But all I ever received were comparisons, accusations, silence. Be like her. Do something with your life. You're lazy. You don't listen. But they never listen either. No one ever asked why I had fallen. They saw my silence as pride, my loneliness as rebellion, my pain as weakness. I learned to hide inside myself. I smiled when I needed to. I laughed when I had to. But inside, I was hollow. Each year, it got worse, like falling without landing. Sometimes I'd stare at my reflection, wondering whose face it was. Not my father's. Not my mother's. Just a stranger who kept pretending to exist. People say pain makes you strong. I don't believe that anymore. Sometimes, pain just empties you until all that's left is the echo of who you were supposed to be. I watch my father now, older and quiet. He still hasn't had another son. Just me, the one he never wanted. He doesn't say it out loud anymore. But I can see it in his eyes every time they meet mine. Regret. Anger. Something dark and unspoken. Maybe he blames me for everything. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm the sum of every broken thing that came before me. I used to dream of forgiveness from him, from my mother, from myself. But forgiveness feels like a language I was never taught. Sometimes, I wonder if she ever thought of me, my real mother. If she ever whispered my name in the dark, hoping I'd hear. Or maybe she forgot me too. I never know. And that's the cruelest part, the not knowing. Every time I close my eyes, I see that house again. My grandparents. The cold looks. My father's distant smile. My stepsister's laughter. And me, standing in the middle of it all, trying to understand where I belong. I never found the answer. My story continues, though sometimes I wish it wouldn't. The world still moves, people still talk, they still come and go, but I've stopped being part of it. I walk through life like a shadow no one notices. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Maybe some of us were never meant to be loved. And so, I exist, not living, not dead, just somewhere in between. Still searching for a face that will look at